Hey, Mike Blissett here, founder of Speak Like a Pro Online, and in today's video, I want to ask you a question, and it's this. Are you a perfectionist? Now, I've worked with a lot of people, and I know some of them, they call themselves a perfectionist, and others, they say, well, they're not a perfectionist, they just need to take another program. They just need to get another accreditation. They just need a little bit more experience. Then they'll be ready. And I think, as Harry S. Truman once said, imperfect action always beats perfect inaction. Sometimes we just got to do it. In the last week, in the last 7 days, I've done three things happened where old me would have thought, no, this isn't perfect, and I wouldn't have actually released what I did, but actually current me or new me kind of just knows a little bit more, and so I did it anyway. I took imperfect action. The first thing was the title of the webinar that I did last Thursday. I was just chewing over so many titles. Is it going to be anxiety of public speaking, or overcome the fear, or the fear of speaking to camera, or, you know, and with just so many titles. And then when it got to Tuesday and I thought, I just need to promote this, I just need to send out an email and tell people about it, I just decided to choose the title I had then. I think it was How to Beat the Fear of Speaking to Camera and Build Confidence, or something like that. Was it a perfect title? Of course not. Was it imperfect? Yes. Did it actually promote the webinar? Yes. That's the point. That's the imperfect action. The second thing was the webinar. I lost the video stream like 15 minutes before the webinar was supposed to go out on Thursday at 7 o'clock, and so I'm frantically trying to figure it out, and then finally just typing on the webinar page where the attendees, the people that registered, would go to, just say, just follow the link here, go to my Speak Like a Pro Facebook page, we'll do it live there. And we did. Was it perfect? Of course it wasn't. It would have been nice being where it was supposed to be, but we took imperfect action and the webinar happened anyway. And then thirdly, if you're one of the 500 or so people I sent the email out to yesterday that I called Mike, I've had so many emails back. I know that I called everybody Mike yesterday, and as I say, about 500 of the emails went out before I realized that I hadn't put individual names in the top. I just kind of sent it to myself. So I'm sorry if you got one of the emails calling you Mike, given the update on the appointments for the new program. Then yeah, I know you're not Mike, but the thing is, I sent the email out anyway, I sent the update out anyway, and I think that was the point. It was imperfect action. So there are kind of three steps I take, and I've taken from the time when I was in showbiz that kind of served me well, that helped me get over or at least deal with or become aware of the feeling of how things happen to be perfect. And they're really short, they're really simple. I'm going to share them with you now. Number one, plan what you're going to do. There is no substitute for having a script or bullet points or mind maps or planning how it's going to work. Just having something, a map, so that you know that if things go wrong, if you lose your live stream, if you send the wrong email out or whatever, you've got the master plan, you still know where you are. You're not like washing around all over the place. You've still got the plan. The second thing is, and this is essential, whether you're a singer, an actor, whether you're a coach, whether you give webinars, trainings, professional speaker, is to practice. Practice, 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 practice. In the theatre they call it rehearsal. And it just means that when things go right, they go really right. When everything around you goes wrong and whatever happens, and it happens in showbiz, it happens live on the internet as well and in training rooms, when things don't quite work out the way you wanted them to, you still know what you're doing because you had the plan and because you rehearsed it. And then the final P, the third P, is performance. Show up. Give the gig. Do the performance. put on the show, whether it's a training, whether it's a speaking, whether it's a Facebook Live, whether it's a YouTube Live, a Zoom call, whatever it is for you, unless you actually do it, even if it's imperfect, unless you do it, nobody will know that you've ever had all these ideas and could have made a difference. So it is about showing up and doing it. So plan, practice, and perform. Actually do the thing. So that is really what I wanted to share with you today. And in response to a couple of people, well, several people emailing me and asking if there are any more calls coming up, I have opened up a few more on Saturday afternoon, 3 calls on Saturday afternoon, because I'm training on Saturday morning. So if you still want to find out of the program, see if it's right for you, if you want to be part of the beta team doing this pre-launch on the program Speak Like a Pro Online, then follow the link. It's somewhere around this video. It'll take you to the page that explains a bit more, and you can book your Skype appointment there, or telephone, whichever works for you there. Until the next video, take care.